Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into my YouTube channel. Today we're in the 2024 Ranger Alpha 208. We've done two different videos. One where we went over the kind of the overall layout of the boat, from trailer to horsepower rating, fuel tank size, and etc. Then we did a walkthrough where we actually went into each and every compartment, how it's laid out and how I had my tackle stored and different things like that. And then today we're going to do some on the water. We're going to talk about the ride system right there, which obviously that tells you, that's kind of your overall command center, because there, as you can see, there are no gauges here. We have the toggle switches right there, but no gauges on the console. So the ride system right there is what tells you, water pressure, fuel capacity, I mean, how much fuel you have in the boat and your speed, etc. It's even got little things like, it tells you what the moon phase is. Really a neat feature. Been really impressed with that. But we'll do some performance. We'll get up on the water. We'll see how fast you'll go on this beautiful day. It's going to be like 80 degrees, light and variable winds. I'm on beautiful Lake Fork, and we'll see what the top end is. I've got 3/4 of a tank of fuel, and obviously it's just me. And I'm running a tournament load, which means that I've got all the rods that I would use and carry typically for a tournament and just a day of fishing on the water. And then I have a little bit, maybe this much water in the live well. So we'll show you, obviously the RPMs, how many RPMs I'm turning, the prop, etc. So without further ado, let's do some performance on the water in the 2024 Ranger Alpha 208. Okay, so it's light and variable wind, so there should be very little chop on the water, but there is some movement on the water from all the boat traffic. As you can see, boats running across the lake. It's a Friday on a beautiful day like this on Lake Fork, so you're going to have a lot of boat traffic out here. So I'm going to go ahead and go from this idle speed to up on plane, and we'll kind of share that how long it takes to get this boat from idle speed to on plane, basically your whole shot speed. Okay, so now we're gonna run in a straight line here and see if we can hit the top end before we get to the 2946 bridge. There might not be enough runway, may need a little bit more distance to wind up, but we'll see if we can hit that top end speed. The Ranger ride system, kind of start it up for you. It's this console unit that really is all the gauges that you'll need. And here we've got temperature right here, hot, cold, and it actually gives you a digital readout, 131 degrees. And my battery is 13.4 volts, hours 71.5. And then I haven't burned this today, but overall I've burned 28.5 gallons of fuel since I've reset it. And to reset it, you just hold down this guy right here and boom, it resets it for you. There's your water pressure. Obviously there's none right now because the engine's not on. And that's my trim, which will show you right here, trimming down. And then obviously your fuel gauge, empty, full, and then I'm at 46% of full tank, which is 42 gallons or 40 gallons. And then we have a solar lunar table, or basically tells you what the phase is on the moon phase right there. And then we also have a compass. That's your north, south, east, west, headed north now. And then your this is how you get into your settings, and you can do system configuration, diagnostics, and then user manual. Gives you a little QR code, and you're you're ready to go. You can look through things, research items, different things like that. So very straightforward. I know that as a whole, we really tend to like, as fishermen, your traditional gauges up here on the console, but really the ride system, I've had it in my Ranger 520R for a couple years, and on the Alpha 208 we've got this gauge system, basically the ride system that becomes your overall command center for figuring out everything you need to know on the Ranger 208 Alpha. Contrary to what some might think, a little bit of wind can actually help by creating a ripple and disturbing the surface of the water. You can actually break that kind of a suction that can happen on those smooth, calm, flat days. That wind will actually help create some air to get up underneath the hull, lifting the bow, and helping you achieve your maximum speed. The Ranger Alpha 208 is just a fun boat to drive. It's super agile, gets out of the hole really quickly, and performs very nicely. It's just a great fishing machine. Of course, key factors in maximizing the performance with fiberglass or aluminum is always going to be temperature, elevation, and lake conditions, how the lake is laid out, if it's windy or if it's calm or different things like that. So, and then obviously prop is super important. Height of the engine as well. I've got a hydraulic jack plate, an Atlas hydraulic jack plate, and so that definitely will, that elevation will play a factor in how high or how fast the boat will go. But then also trimming your motor up and down, that elevation as well in tandem with the Atlas hydraulic jack plate is gonna show you just what the top end or maximum speed is on any boat. So that's the Ranger Alpha 208. Really wanted to give you some information on what you can expect as far as performance. I think I had like a 4-second hole shot. I might have even hit 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds maybe. It was hard to hold the phone or camera, look at my time, and drive the boat all at the same time. I really need a camera guy in the boat with me to do all that. But the hole shot somewhere in that 3.5 to 4 seconds out of the hole from 5 miles an hour up to running on pad. And overall on this day, with the conditions that we had, both the boat traffic and the warmer temperatures, about 80 degrees today, humidity's not too bad, but was able to get up to 67 and change, 67.2, I think, maybe 67.5, but 67. I've had it up to 68. Definitely depending upon who's driving it and what your load is like, but also the conditions on any given day definitely make a difference on what your overall speed is. I definitely think the Ranger Alpha 208 has raised the bar for what people will come to expect and appreciate in a fine aluminum bass boat like this Ranger boat. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel, and until next time, good fishing.